We are pleased, as always, to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Tonight, we've got a great Sunday night matchup on tap, as it'll be the Seattle Seahawks taking on the Houston Texans. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final 2 bring us as we're off in Week 9? And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. Stroud sets up the play action. Looking left side, and he's got him in. That's Pierce. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. 16 yards on the game's first play and a quick first down.
Nice little nifty play for him there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backs out of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down. But now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. The Texans at 6-1 now through 7 weeks of the season. And they coming on a pretty good roll here. Winners of 3 straight.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
A short throw pulled in by Kincaid. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
Handoff right side to Pierce. And he's up across midfield and down into Seattle territory. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. Well, this defense for the Seahawks, they were terrific last week in the win over the Rams.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there, and they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
2 yards to go, 2nd down. Throwing now is Stroud. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 32-yard line. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another first.
What I love about watching the passing game nowadays is that the one-dimensional receiver is really starting to leave the game. You've got to be able to do it all. Of course, you got to run fast. Of course, you got to catch the ball. But route running savvy and toughness, there's a premium for all of that now.
1st and 10, it's Stroud. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. But DeForest Buckner using those big hands and getting in there and bringing him down for the sack. Stroud looking to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another first.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
60 Vikings, 60 Vikings.
First and 10, it's Pierce. And he stopped immediately there. Baron Browning, the one who brought him down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Reload, go!
And Pierce gets it again on second down. And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. Backed up here. Tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first.
Tracking 60. 70 Ranger.
Stroud on 3rd down now. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they're going to drop him well shy of the first as he can only make it to the 11. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And it'll be 4th down. Fairbairn able to put this one through. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Three tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. Here's Walker to start the drive. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Now Will Anderson gets to him for the tackle. And, Charles, you think about what this defense has had to prepare for. They're in for a battle. I mean, they're facing a team that is working on a 6-game winning streak.
And that can be intimidating when you think about it in those terms. But I think what they need to do is make some sort of a statement early in this game, whether it's a turnover, a takeaway, a key sack on 3rd down, a 3 and out. Something lets the other guys know that you mean business. Figuratively, throw the first punch and make it a good one.
First down, Seattle, 16 yards, the gain there.
But certainly as a fan, you get a little bit nervous when you see him make those kind of throws. But they work on that in practice more than we know. And most of them now know their limits and know what they can get away with. And there's completion right there.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. You look at the defense for these Texans. They are number 2 in the NFL against the run right now, Charles.
Most of their challenges have come in the passing game because against the run, they've been pretty darn good. Now you got to figure out a way to slow down those receivers before they get downfield and maybe make a few more plays on the ball when it's in the air.
So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll leave them with a 3rd and 2. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Lance looking to throw on 3rd and 2. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 39. Now to the ground. Here's Walker. To the 36-yard line. Stop there.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Here we go.
Line of scrimmage, the 36 on 2nd and 8. Here's Lance to throw it. And that's going to be caught downfield by Fant. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
Good job there of getting his tight end involved because he lines up on the right side of the formation, just works his way across the field. I really like how they were in sync on that one. He spotted the open gap in the zone, and his quarterback found him, and they get a first down.
2 yards yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. It makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
So give him 2 yards there on the completion. And now 3rd down and 6 to go.
The goal of the wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
3rd down and 6. And Lance now to throw. And Walker has it. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up 4th down. Myers' kick is good, and that will tie us at 3-3. So a return of serve, so to speak, here on the 2nd drive of our game as they respond to that opening field goal with 3 of their own.
I like that. Go a little tennis on me,
I know you like to mix it up with sports.
They crack a forehand back out, and they get a backhand. What was the return on?
It was a backhand. And a really good backhand.
With some nice top spin on the whole
little bit.
I love it. Almost a mirror image when you really get down to it. I thought that was pretty good stuff.
And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, still a good return. They'll start the drive right around the 37. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number 1 goal? Make the playoffs. Number 2, win your division. Number 3, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number 1 seed so you get that first round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks.
And they pick up a first down, and that came out of the fullback position, but as you and I both know, that doesn't necessarily mean it's a fullback playing in that spot.
Well, times have changed, right? The old school fullback doesn't really exist anymore.
We're not getting that same player out of college with all the spread offenses, not very many pro style, where you actually have a true fullback. We're having to make do in the NFL and put guys in that spot who emulate it but aren't necessarily that position.
Okay, ready?
Now a 2nd and 10.
Ready?
The throwing again is Stroud. Swings this one out wide for Pierce. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's going to have a Texans first down as he'll be marked down a yard or 2 past the marker following a gain of 6. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
2nd and 10. Here's Stroud. Forced out to his left. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
But there's an incompletion, partner, and the struggles through the air continue because so far their lack of passing production has led to a lack of points.
Again, it's Stroud. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
I certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. And they will take the lead here in this battle of field goals. It's 6-3. So all field goals so far, 6-3 our score as the kick is away. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
Let's go now. Smith, red.
Back to Walker on first down. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Catch is made by Metcalf. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. DK Metcalf, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Seahawks have taken the lead. Extra point up and through by Myers. And that will make this a 4-point game. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line.
Here we go.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. They're kind of searching for that magic elixir. You know, they're moving the football a little bit, but not with any great consistency.
I love that term you just used, elixir, right?
Old school.
Old school. I love that because you don't want to put too much pressure on your defense as well. All right, if you're kicking field goals, that's great, but your defense has to keep going out there and holding the other team. You're not giving them any cushion to work with, and that gets tougher and tougher as the game goes along. Put the ball in the end zone and get 6s. That's the ambrosia that they're looking for.
Ambrosia and trying to erase this deficit. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Stroud. A short throw pulled in by Kincaid. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
60. 79 Broncos.
And Stroud now to throw. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory. Walker now on 1st and 10. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
And that's exactly what you're looking for at the inside linebacker spot. Versatility. He can drop into coverage, or as he did on that last play, use his speed to get to the perimeter and knock the ball carrier for a loss.
Eluding the pressure right. This is Fant on the short completion. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. And the line to gain here is the 37 on 3rd down. Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. That's going to
him a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing fourth down.
So look at this. Here's a field goal unit coming out. And he is going to need to bomb this one. And this is good. It was running out of gas there at the end, but he winds up getting just enough on it.
Well, Charles, the NFL record is 66 yards. That was 5 shy of that, but only a handful of guys have ever connected from 61 or deeper, and he can add his name to the list.
Yeah, more and more guys are trying it. That doesn't mean the success rate has gone up. That is a long kick. Guaranteed, when he turns on his phone after the game, a ton of congratulatory texts will be awaiting him.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball, just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line.
Stroud to throw it. That's underneath to Pierce.
So the completion good for just 3. And that's going to bring up second down. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half.
Let's go now.
They'll come up 2nd and 7.
18 Rattler, 18 Rattler.
Here's Stroud.
Escaping the pressure right. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run.
Ready?
Back to throw. Here's Stroud. That is caught. Kincaid with it.
He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. A big completion there, and he gets out of bounds to stop the clock.
Very heady football. That allows them the opportunity to go ahead and line up and kick one right before the half ends.
The kick by Fairbairn is good. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Seahawks with the advantage, and they get the football first as the second half is underway.
Now this is going to be returned from the back line of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
This offense set to begin the third quarter. And, Charles, if they had a checklist of things they wanted to accomplish in the first half, certainly at the top of that list would be having the lead, and they've got that here.
That's always the most important box to check, isn't it? But also, they've had some success in their passing game, so probably an empty box establishing the run.
Okay,
they're on pace for fewer than 100 yards in this one. So now they want to make sure that they get that going so they truly have a control in this ball game. And down the stretch, being able to be balanced. Either throw it or run it and try and win this ball game.
Tackled by the cornerback, Derek Stingley. Ball at the 40 here for 2nd and 5. Play action. Now it's Lance. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his second incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit, a lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down. They needed 5 there on third down. He winds up getting 7. Out of the gun, Walker with it.
And he is going to lose yardage here. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it's just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But it looks like they're ready to go.
Meanwhile, Lance's throw caught here by Metcalf.
And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7.
To throw, it's Lance. He had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just talking about the defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
And this is a beauty as that ball is going to angle out at the 6-yard line. And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. They'll start on the ground with Pierce. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13.
Now Stroud.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. And they're going to hurry back to the line now.
Now here's Stroud on 3rd down. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Cowboy 80.
On 1st down, here's Stroud. That's complete to Dell.
They'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and you can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
And this will be a Texans first down as he's got this up to about the 34-yard line.
I have to think a major focus at a halftime means had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secure before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Play action. Here's Stroud.
Flush to his right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd.
His impatience has to be bubbling over, trying to find a way to get his team to the end zone for the first time. He did find a way to break, contain, and get outside to buy his receivers a little extra time, but the connection couldn't be made on that throw.
This will be the 8th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 7.
Mustang 19. 19 Lion. Go.
Stroud looking to throw. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
Well, we're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. Bust through the tackle. It's a 45-yard punt, then 8 on the return. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old-school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is can you gain an advantage in field position? and that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive.
Quickly out wide to Mechie.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
When you call a wide receiver screen, no matter how many blockers you get in front of the guy that catches the ball, there's still an aspect of the guy catching it, turning into a runner, breaking tackles and creating his own yardage, and he just did on that play.
And some room to run now. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. So much for the run on 3rd and 1. Instead, it's a big chunk in the pass game. First down.
Yellow, line. Quick, yellow.
Running right, here's Walker. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
Set, ready.
1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. Back now in Houston. It's the Seahawks with the possession. They also have the lead here as we get set for the 4th and final quarter.
And Lance going to throw. Throw out wide to Walker.
And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. So 8 yards on the completion there. And now 3rd down and 6 to go.
Let's go now.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Off of play action, here's Lance. That is caught. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. The Seahawks moving pretty well through the air. Another first down.
Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Ready?
Lance with a tap forward on a jet sweep. And he's just going to run right into that big old defensive end. And that play going nowhere. This defense not fooled one bit on that touch pass.
And this has become one of those kind of in vogue plays, you know, kind of like the shuffle pass was a few years ago. This one never got off the ground, but you understand why a lot of teams are running it. These wide receivers, a lot of them, they run like running backs with the ball in their hands.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Being chased out left. Yeah, this defense rallies, and they stop him short of the first down right near the 24. They scramble good for a nice gain of 10 yards, but still 4th down.
That was a good effort there, trying to do it on his own, but as a defender, you're in a tough spot because you have coverage responsibilities behind you, and if you take off too quick to try and get him down, he might lock it over your head.
So better to track with your man defensively than try to go up and make a stop on the quarterback.
Exactly right. What you're hoping is that your guys in the front 7 can get him down.
This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Here we go.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time, hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone.
That throw right side is complete here on the first play of the drive. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 35-yard line. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down.
Dragon 60. Ready.
Throwing now is Stroud. Throw over the middle is taken in by Dell.
Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And it's 2nd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
From just shy of midfield, here's a 2nd and 5.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. That's complete to Pierce. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 42. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10.
Stroud will look to throw once more.
And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
Let's go now.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Heavy line. Ready.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run in the pass, but in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right, it might go to them in this game.
I like that, MVU. Well done.
Flushed out right.
And the comeback may stall out. It's intercepted.
Picked off by Jamal Adams.
And the Seahawks are going to take over at their own 30-yard line.
I know it appeared he was saying, hey, give me the football, I'm open, but I don't know if that's a pass that he should have thrown there.
Well, I don't think we've ever met a wide receiver that doesn't think he is open or is about to be open. True. So when you throw your hand up in the air and tell your quarterback, hey, I'm available, he's trusting that you are. In this case, he was not, and it turned into disaster for them.
They work now on 2nd and 9. Here's Lance to throw it.
That is taken in by the tight end Fan. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
Running left is Walker. Down to about the 45.
And his defense here going to burn their 2nd timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning.
Ball spotted at the 45. Here's 2nd down and 8.
Ready.
Sticking with Walker on 2nd down.
And the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right. But the problem for them is still within a possession. So they can't just sit on it running the ball. They have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
Now a play fake. Lance
eluding the pressure right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
One thing you always worry about when he puts the pocket is he going to take off with it? That time, the pressure was starting to close in, and he's just got to throw this one away.
So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. This to perhaps salt this one away. And this is good. He got just enough to clear the crossbar as he drops it in from long distance.
Charles, even as long field goals become more and more common, this is still very rarefied air. Only just over 20 field goals have been kicked from 60 yards or further, and you can add his name to the list now.
And as calm as he tried to present himself, there's no doubt there were some nerves as he lined up to attempt that kick. But once the ball was snapped, he just swept the leg and boom, over the crossbar.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Escaping the pressure right. Wide open receiver complete.
And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. There's still hope, but it's dwindling fast. No timeouts left. They need 2 scores still. 1st and 10 here. Stroud working out of the gun.
He's going to rifle one deep left side. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. And the lead is down to a field goal now. So just under 2 minutes to play, and this would figure to pretty much be your ball game right here. And the Seahawks, looks like they've recovered. They have. They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though now. This one's as good as over.
They gave it an effort. They tried their best, did everything they could to try and get the ball on the onside kick. You're exactly right. They had to try it. It was their only option. And now this game is done. Just take it, kneel, and call it a day.
Go ultra.
We got to have two hands on the football here as they run on first down. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, second down.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play.
Check right. Ready?
He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball.
Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. And now the question everyone's wondering, look at the clock, late fourth quarter, do they put the ball in the air here on third?
I don't. I run the football, and I tell my offensive line, no leakage up front. I don't want my running back hit as I hand the ball off to him. I don't want any type of an issue. But if I am going to throw it, quick throw, out to the perimeter, maybe one of my best receivers running a quick slant or something like that.
And the line to gain here is the 37 on third down.
Again, it's Walker.
And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more.
That's a play to take note of there for the defense, I think, in the future. If you're going to try and block him, maybe you get a guard to help double team him and try and steer him out of the play. They should have done it on that snap.
And here's Dixon to punt now as he gets this one away. What a game we were treated to in this one. And then on that final play, they had a chance. They had the ball just beyond midfield for one final shot, but couldn't get it done, and they suffer the loss.
Yeah, and you mentioned how they had a chance on that final play, and getting it to midfield gave them that opportunity, hoping they could find their way to the end zone and make that miracle happen. A really good ending to an entertaining contest, though.
So for the Seahawks,